calling out to everybody, every single one of you, the ones that wake up every day, see beyond the morning dew, the rest between your body and all the things you knew till today. Chains that rest within the fibers, spinning webs like hunting spiders, catching bugs that infiltrate and concretize with fear and hate. So let them be the ones that rest, or the ones that think they know the best from the rest. You know I see you don't. The moment you know I see you don't. So I don't know anything, and I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm calling out to everybody, every single one of us, the ones that go to sleep at night and polish off the daily rust accumulating in between the part of us we could not clean away from the day. The moment you know I see you don't. The moment you know I see you don't. Oh, the moment you know I see you don't. So I don't know anything, and I don't want to. Oh, I don't want to. I'm calling out to everybody that's sleeping. Open up to look beyond an end. I'm calling out to everybody that's weeping. It only hurts you if you run from it. From it. If you run, if you run, oh, if you run, oh, oh, it only hurts you if you run from it. Look at me, see that we could be tripping. Maybe one day we will die awake and say, what was that? Thank you. tune because we care. There is a universal collective story that every single thing goes through many times over, time and time again, be it big or small. And that story is the story of separation, growth, reintegration. Separation, growth, reintegration. It repeats. The story overlaps and cycles, inevitably moves life forward to something undefined. It's the mysterious, universal story of the novelty of existence. My name is Danimal Pinson. I am a musician, I'm a songwriter, and I am a performer. I am not a public speaker, though that may change today, we'll see. Maggie, who put on this beautiful event, by the way, thank you so much. She's done such a great job. But she asked me to do this several months ago, to write a song about a work of art. Write a song about something that somebody else created, to capture that essence and bring it into song. I was so excited about this. I loved the idea. It was a different thing. I was so excited that I completely looked over the whole speech thing. So we do these check-ins, 4 of them. I think we did 4, maybe 5, I don't know. Throughout this whole process where all of us got together and, how are you doing? We get to the first meeting. I'd already chosen the song, written it and everything, so we're in it, And at the end of the meeting, she's like, yeah, now make sure you kind of have your speech, sort of memorized. And I'm like, speech? There's a speech? There's a speech? And I started to panic. I held it together through the meeting, and I immediately went back home, checked the email, and sure enough, from the get-go, in Maggie's defense, she did it proper. She told me about the speech. I knew about it. I just looked over it. I panicked, but I'm going to take my own advice. From the last song that I played you, it's about pushing through. It's about facing everything that you need to face, going through it. And it only hurts you if you run from it. And y'all, I didn't run. I'm standing here freaked out. But it's good. It's good. I love it. I'm having fun up here. Thank you. Hey, there we go. All right, I'm good now. All right, so choosing the piece. This is my piece right here. I walked around the corner there, and blue is my favorite color, so I saw this beautiful piece, and it immediately hit me. It was an intuitive thing. I've been trying to listen to my intuition a lot more lately. And I walked around to just check out everything, make sure, and every time I walked by it, it was glowing, like the light from the heavens was shining down on it. And I walked up close to it. I was already sold at this point, but I was still, wasn't sure. And I saw push pins on everything. I don't know if you can see that from here, but you can check it out later on. But there's push pins holding all the details together. And I'm like, is this piece not finished? What's going on with this? So I asked them here at Stoveworks, and they were like, no, that's intentional. The artist put everything on push pins. She's inviting all of us to change this around, to turn it into something different. 100% sold at that point. I was like, yes, I really felt that. I felt that. I respected Hannah Bancielli. I don't know if I'm saying your name properly there, but that's the artist's name. But I really appreciated how she released control of her work. That was brave and beautiful, and I liked that she just allowed us, she put it out there and allowed us to change it. That's something special, right? Because as a musician, that's everything I create is that. It's a collaborative thing. With songwriting, when I write a song, I'm coming up with some progression from the ether, coming up with some melody from the ether, and then I'm just repeating that, singing gibberish nonsense. This is my normal writing style. singing gibberish nonsense for however long. A word will pop out, a phrase will pop out, a whole sentence, and then the song pops out. All right? There's the song. I spend anywhere from a week to 15 years editing that. And that becomes the song. That's how I write my music. So I'm working with some sort of force out there to create this music. I don't know what that is, but whatever. You can fill in the gaps there. Now, performing, that is the collaboration. And I don't know if you all know this, but as an audience member, you are a part of the music always, at all times. If it's one person out there, I'm going to play a song to that one person. If there's 1,000 people out there, I'm going to play to 1,000 people. If it's daylight, that changes the way I play to you. If it's nighttime, that changes. If it's raining, if it's a sunny day, spring, fall, winter, whatever, all the seasons, it changes the way I play. And sometimes I'll look at one person in the crowd, somebody who's digging it, and I feed off that. It changes the way I make the music. So you all are a part of the music always, and I hope you all remember that when you watch live shows. We're not just performing, we're interacting with you. And so that's why I was drawn to this piece. It's a beautiful piece. It's a collaboration. And it's a part of 3 separate pieces. This one is in the middle. Now, the other 2 are not here. But before this one, there was a red piece like this with the push pins. And that was about an unexpected life event, a heartbreak, some betrayal, something tough. And that caused what I was talking about earlier, separation, right? And it pulls you from your current existence, pulls you out. When something rough happens or something big happens, you have to adjust to that. And then there's the blue piece. This is the healing. This is where you make your change, in this piece, in this space. It's confusing. It's not defined yet, but this is where you heal. You don't know where you're going. So this is the growth. There's also another piece. I'm not entirely sure if it's been made yet, but I was talking to Hannah, the artist, and she said she was working on it. But it's a green piece. And it's about becoming something new. And that there is your reintegration. So you have separation, red, growth, blue, green, reintegration. In a simpler form, the caterpillar, red, growth. The caterpillar, red, separation. The cocoon, blue, growth. The butterfly, green, reintegration. But this blue piece, it lives in what I like to call the ambiguity of becoming. It's ambiguous because you don't know what you're going to be. We're all going through this at some point, right? And that brings me to the title. The title is riddled with poetic ambiguity. It sounds simple at first. You can kind of grasp it, but then the more you think about it, it's weird. The title of this piece is called, Where Was I Last Seen This Time? Sounds simple enough. Let's say it again. Where was I last seen this time? It starts to run you in circles. Where was I seen? Is it me that's seeing me? Is it somebody else that's seeing me? What time is it? I had a couple of meanings that I brought up, like when was the last time that I felt like this? Or who was I then when I was in this similar state, but in relation to where I am right now? And it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. It's never meant to make sense. The question is not to solidify anything. It doesn't answer. It turns you inward, though. That's what it did for me, at least. It brought me inside. And I felt like being submerged underwater. And that's what this piece is meant to be. It's meant to feel like it's underwater. I immediately thought of a childhood memory of jumping into a pool. All right? And I was talking to my dad about this. And he was like, yeah, like The Graduate. I don't know if anybody's seen The Graduate, but when Dustin Hoffman jumps in the pool and then you hear the sound of silence. And I was like, that's it. That's the feeling. That's the emotion. You jump in the water, the bubbles rise up, and then all of a sudden it gets quiet. You were outside playing, everything was loud, everything was wild. You jump in there, bubbles rise up, gets quiet. Sounds from above get muffled. You open your eyes underwater, your vision is blurred. You look up, everybody's waving around. It looks really strange. Sounds are muffled, vision's blurred, and you are weightless. Gravity doesn't work the same. You're in an unfamiliar world, but it's very comfortable. And you want to be there. But eventually, you will have to come up for air. As a kid, I remember staying under there as long as I could. And then when I did come up, I felt a little different. I felt a little relaxed. Maybe I was in trouble, and I felt a little bit more relaxed. Or maybe I was too hyped up and excited, and it relaxed me. So it was my first experience with what sort of meditation is and what that does to you. And there's a line in the song that I'm about to play for you that sort of encompasses this. It says, it's talking about the artist. She can only stay a while, a quiet sea, untwisting tides, riddled from betrayal. So she can only stay a while. She can't stay down in the underwater. A quiet sea, untwisting tides. When you're down there, you're kind of untwisting the patterns of your brain, reorganizing everything, just like we can reorganize all the little pieces of this painting. So this blue world is not an escape. It's a pause. The weight doesn't disappear. It just stops crushing you enough to interrupt the architecture of the habits that you've created throughout your life. To grow, we must rewire. And this is where we do it. Now I'm going to take a quick second to just go through some of the quick little details. In this painting, there's all kinds of things from the outside that are not meant for this underwater world. There's birds, and the birds are meant to be lifeless. And then there's a birdhouse not functioning. It used to function above. But there is life down here. There are fish. There's coral. There's seaweed. There's little clam shells in there. And then there's the artist. Did a self-portrait of herself 2 times in there. But one of them really stood out to me. It's the artist holding a dollhouse. And I like to think of that dollhouse as the life that she thought she was going to have before this betrayal, right? Before this tough thing happened. And she's holding the dollhouse. The dollhouse is too small for her to exist in, so she's going to leave it there. That's what I like to think. And there's a candle shedding light on all the changes made. There's pearls floating around, each little pearl on a separate push pin. And that's little nuggets of wisdom that are forged under the pressure of life. But my favorite detail is the red. You notice the red? Same color as the TEDx red. But it's seeping through in the corners, right? And also, you look in the sky or in the water, you see little stars of red seeping through. There's scissors, red. There's little vortexes that are red. The red is the past, still shaping you in this place. You need the past to jump off of this, right? To figure out, you need to use that as a tool, but it's not encompassing the whole thing. It's a different world. The scissors cutting everything, making changes. The stars are starlight, like the stars we see from millions of light years away. We're looking at the past, so the past is still affecting you. There are generally 3 types of responses when an unexpected life event happens. You can avoid it, you can deny it, you can stay too long in the healing process, or you can go through it. And as I said earlier, the only way is through. It only hurts you if you run from it, like jumping in the water. You're standing on the edge of the water. You could avoid it, never jump in the water, never learn how to swim. I don't know, that's going to come and bite you later on, especially if you fall in the water. You never know. Or you jump in the water, you stay down in there, you got to come back up for air at some point, or you will drown, like staying in your bedroom too long, depressed, and not existing with the outside world. Now, these 3 pieces of artwork parallel this process that I've been through creating this presentation for you. And I just kind of want to share that with you right now because it applies. The separation, the red piece that I was talking about, for me, that was, like I said earlier, completely blocking out the speech part of this from my mind. That was the red part. That was my unexpected life event that threw me into a panic. But then there's the blue piece, the growth, this piece. And that's right where I am right now, right here, with all of you. I'm in the cocoon right now. I'm growing right here in front of all of you. And I haven't done a speech, I don't think, since high school. And this freaks me out. But it's also beautiful at the same time. You know, that's part of it. And I wanted to share that with you all because this is what's happening. I'm growing. I've brought this speech to you hoping that it'll leave you with something meaningful, some sort of reflection. And when I lay my head down on the pillow tonight, I will have grown tremendously. And that is the green piece, the reintegration. Despite this being a failure or a success, you might hate this. You might love it. It doesn't matter. I did it. I'm doing it right now. Thank you. I chose to go through. So where was I last seen this time? That's the title of the piece. It's also the title of the next song. I hope it helps you reflect on how far you've come from the unexpected events in your life. I hope it helps you reflect on where you're stuck or what you might need to move through. I hope it helps you remember how proud you should be for just existing in these cycles of life, in the laws of existence. To me, this whole process represents that before mentioned universal collective story that I spoke of, that every single thing goes through time and time again: separation, growth, reintegration. Despite all the divisive aspects happening in our lives right now, there is this we can all know we go through. We can all connect with this. It's everywhere. It's in the forest. It's in the creation of art and music. It's the trajectory of our lives as humans. There's no way out. There's no way out of this. But there is a through, and that through continues and never stops. We painfully separate from some source of existence into this life, into this physical reality, only to return to this something, nothing, everything, whatever you want to call it. But this time, we have the knowledge of a human experience, our human experience, our personal human experience, that we take out into the ether somewhere. This blue world could very well represent life itself, the eternal, timeless now, and we're all healing. So where was I last seen this time? Thank you. I'm going to take a sip before I do that. She's been here before, weightless in the softened sound, coated from the firelight, blurred-eyed, cradled liquid nest, healing from a breathless sigh, nothing here to reach her for now. She can only stay a while, a quiet sea on twisting tides, riddled from betrayal, loosening static rituals, for pearls from perished ponderings, feeling that she's been here before. Where was I last seen this time? Oh, others lift her from the depths, body pleading one more breath, for memories of future dampened, sounds becoming clear, releasing salty liquid fears to unburden, forgive. last seen? Oh, where was I last seen? Oh, where was I last seen? This time to take her first new breath, the old dollhouse was left to rest deep within the chrysalis. Where was I last seen? This time. Thank you. Now, if Amber wants to come up, she can come up and do a song. But I'm going to do one last song. This is about sitting in the middle. Did I put you on the spot? Now, Amber is all over my album that I put out. I don't know if it's poor form for me to have the album behind me there, but I did it anyway.
It's art.
Yeah, it is art. It fits my glasses. But yeah, Amber did most of the harmonies on the record, and they're so beautiful. She's the best singer I know. This song is called Meet Me in the Silence. And if you picture a waveform, the middle line, that's where we all can meet in the silent points of the music. That's what this song's about, so I figured it was appropriate. Can you feel a world where all the songs that fill your heart could end the pain you feel inside? Are you filled with love like something abstract, from above like something kind? When your mind is still within the space you cannot fill, you're never bound. Are you always going, yet arriving, never knowing of the time, with sounds that make you cry? Look between the lines where there is nothing in your mind but space for time. Chaos all around when all you do is hear the sound bounce up and down, up and down. Living in the love, the endless space to what's above, to what's around, with sounds that make you cry. Sounds that make you. Oh, when you hear the music playing, meet me in the silence, in between the sounds that make you. When you hear the music playing, meet me in the silence, in between the songs that make you cry. the songs that fill your heart, good in the pain you feel inside, with sounds that make you cry. Big ups to Amber Carrington for helping me out with that. Thank you, guys.